Hi, how are you? I wanted to do a quick tutorial on just guitar basics. What I wanted to talk about was fret markers and 6 notes that you'll find on your E and your A string on your markers, which I refer to as dot notes. These notes are completely essential to being able to find your way around a piece of music. Once you have those notes burned in your brain, life has just become completely amazing as far as the guitar playing will go. So the 3 notes on the E string are on the 3rd fret, the 5th fret, and the 7th fret. Now music has 7 notes, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then it just repeats. It's like a circle. So once you're at G, your next note is going to be an A if you're climbing up a scale or going up in notes. Anyway, so let's look at the 3rd fret note first. On the E string, you're going to find G. Now every note has a sharp to it. So if you think about a thermometer, if 0 degrees, you can go up, let's say 1 degree, that'll be sharp. If you go below 0, that'll be flat. So that's just a way of hearing the same note in just a slightly different tone. So I'm just going to talk about the dots first. So we got G. Now remember, that's the last note in music. We're moving up in pitch. So we're moving up in frets. That means our notes are going to get higher. So if we're at the end of the line, our next note's going to be A. And then we go up to the 7th fret, that's B. So we have G, A, and B. So gab, or bag if you're going backwards. Whatever works for you, man, that's great. Anyways, G, A, and B. Now these are on the open E string, so that open string is also an E note, in case you didn't know that. So we have E as an open. Now 2 notes don't get sharps. One is B, the other is E. So bacon and eggs don't get sharp. So what does that mean? So if you're playing an open E string, the 1st fret you're going to play, that's the lowest possible note that's fretted on the guitar. That's F right there, because there's no sharp. So imagine there was an invisible fret for your E, which is your open string. You move up 1/2 step, a semitone, you're going to go straight to F. So F is going to have an F sharp. Okay, so we got E, F, F sharp. Here's our G note. G gets a sharp. Okay, now we're on our A dot, 5th fret. A sharp. And finally, we stop at our B note here. So our dot notes are on the 3rd, 5th, and 7th fret. G, A, B. Okay, so we're going in order of the alphabet. So we got G, which is the end of the alphabet for music. Then it goes back to A, B. So our next note's going to be C. And we're going to find that right here below our G note. That's the 3rd fret on the A string. So we have G, A, B, moving down the string, C, D. Okay, C gets a sharp, but we want D. And our last dot note that we want to memorize, this is all about memorizing. You need to know these notes to make life way easier. Ending on E there. So we have G, A, and B on the E string, C, D, and E on the A string. Okay, so if we know that E doesn't get a sharp, if we need to find an F, there's another F there. There's that other F we were talking about. This is just the octave to it. G, A, B, C, D, and E. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to ask. You can also check out supercatstudios.com. It's the website for my guitar school. If you have any requests, anything else, please feel free to email supercatstudios@gmail.com or put up a request here on Facebook. Thanks very much. So just to give you an example of songs that are just on dots. So I'm just going to use my E, my G, my A, my C, and my D here. Burn your nuts. See ya.